Do you really think the greatest of all time just came from nowhere? Of course not. Because everyone starts somewhere, and champions start here. Grown rep by rep, conditioned by pro-level coaches who have earned their stripes. Built in elite camps, training day after day. Drilled until second nature becomes first. Start at IMG Academy.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
You can't succeed by yourself. You need teammates, coaches, support. You need the right tools to give you that extra edge. That's what Theragun is to me. It's the perfect enhancement to my game. To jump a little bit farther, to run that little bit faster, to reach a little bit higher. Before, during, and after my workouts. I'm DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm a TheraBody athlete.
On my get back, copper bag slow. You would never see that. Use the trap dough.
You ever have that day? You know, that day, that very moment, you got better. Your better got better. What if that day was every day?
There's a fog out there, and it's calling you by name. It wants to wrap its whole self around you, make you forget who you are. But you won't forget. You've got to find your way through that fog, through the unknown. There's only one way.
This is your game. You live it, breathe it, dream it. And so do we. We design it, test it, build it, and repeat. This is what you live for. Zenith. Live your game.
Welcome to the Bradenton area, where the easy pace of island life comes naturally in this coastal playground with endless white sand beaches, stunning natural preserves, relaxing vibes all around, and it's a seafood lover's paradise. Stay a while to explore downtown Bradenton with top-rated attractions and a friendly community set along the Bradenton Riverwalk. Come lose yourself in the sun-drenched Gulf Coast of Florida and change your reality in the Bradenton area. Learn more at BradentonGulfIslands.com.
At Zenith, every product we make starts with developing a deep understanding of what athletes need and want to perform at their best. For our new helmet, we used thousands of athlete interactions and hundreds of hours of on and off the field sessions with athletes, coaches, and parents. We've paired these insights with laboratory data, computer simulations, and material science to develop the best product for athletes in game time situations. The result is the Zenith Shadow, our most evolved football helmet, across protection, fit, comfort, and agility. Zenith Shadow is the most complete helmet in the game. Zenith's core helmet technology was refined to optimize protection with adaptive fit, all-game comfort, and tuned balance. Zenith Shadow delivers the best on-field experience in the game at a price that's accessible to athletes, teams, and organizations. At Zenith, we believe the most successful designs solve for the needs of the athletes and their teams. With Zenith Shadow, the resulting functional performance, together with iconic styling, gives athletes the confidence to focus on the game and perform at their best.
IMG has won the toss and has deferred to the second half. Referee for tonight's game, Cam Music, the umpire Martin Peters, the head linesman Ken Middleton, the line judge Reggie Smith, the back judge Mark McCrone, and the clock operators Craig Violet and Tim Weissman.
Good Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to IMG Academy Stadium for the regular season finale for your IMG Academy Ascenders. This, the Varsity White variety. They will welcome the secondary team from Clarkson Football North out of Ontario, Canada. Again, the last time Clarkson football played on this field, it was against the national team 2 seasons ago. A game that saw the national team win 50-0. They will be back in action against Clarkson's primary team tomorrow night right here at IMG Academy Stadium. My name is Ryan Sudol, and the Varsity White Ascenders looking to wrap up their first potential perfect season. They come into this game with 8 wins and no losses, averaging 41 points a game and only allowing 5 per. They have scored 321 points this season and only allowed 36. The other thing we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight is number 9 for the IMG Academy offense, John Holbrook, looking to possibly break an IMG Academy record. His quarterback, Mason McHugh, has already set the single-season passing mark and continues to set that mark with every pass that he completes. Broke that record 2 weeks ago, just 6 games into the season, the regular season passing record. And this one will sail into the end zone. And out for a touchback. It'll be the Ascender defense, who has been so stout. And thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. And when the season started, head coach Kyle Bray wasn't sure exactly what he had with this Varsity White program, with the expansion that IMG Academy has faced the last few seasons, and just having to start the Varsity Blue team as well. The Varsity White team has come out and has made people in the state of Florida take notice. Now the quarterback, Adrian Mohammed, the first play will be a run up the middle, and Clarkson Football North will soon learn that running in between the tackles on any IMG Academy team is a fool's errand. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Pickup of 4, 2nd and 6.
And a win or a loss tonight for the Varsity White team will still give them a first-round bye in the Sunshine State Independent Association in their quest for their potential first state championship amongst some of the other independent programs in the state of Florida. Now Muhammad, the snap is low, the handoff straight up the middle. And again, trying to get that 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That'll get them to 3rd and 2.
Up the middle, brought down by Cuddy.
Will Cuddy credited with the tackle. And a beautiful night here in Bradenton, Florida. There is some cloud cover and some possible showers that are supposed to come through around 9 o'clock. So hopefully we'll get this game in its entirety. And the Ascenders wearing their all-black jerseys, pants with white numerals and blue trim. Clarkson football, red pants, white jerseys, and dark numerals. They try to get the first down, and they fall short. And Will Cuddy again with 2 back-to-back stops. And that is Brandon Ward. And they are going to punt. They do not want to give this highly efficient offense a shorter field than they need to. And it will be Josh Tarver back in Ascender territory waiting to receive. Now the pressure coming. End over end punt. This will bounce right at the 34-yard line. We'll see where the spot is official. And it is the 34, so Mason McHugh, the Bishop Gorman transfer out of Las Vegas, will lead that IMG offense onto the field. Now McHugh takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. It is Griffin Caldwell breaking into Clarkson territory. Griffin Caldwell and Ian Barron, the backfield bowling balls for the varsity white team. Very tough to start, and a first down as they get to the Clarkson 45. That is a gain of 21 for Caldwell. Now McHugh back in shotgun, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. And that will be 5 free yards. It'll be 1st and 5.
This will be an encroachment penalty against Clarkson. Moves the ball down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 5.
Again, the last time the varsity white team played against Ambassadors Christian, they did not see a play past 2nd down until the 3rd quarter, and there was only 1 2nd down, I believe, in the first half. Now McHugh waits the snap. It's low. He drops. Looking deep downfield. Holbrook, potential to set the record. Sheds the defender and into the end zone. Touchdown, John Holbrook. With a defender draped all over him, Liam Hobson looking for some sort of offensive pass interference. Mason McHugh sends it 40 yards. And John Holbrook puts the Ascenders up 6-0. There you see McHugh, all the time in the world. Almost 50 yards in the air. Holbrook tied up. No flags, and the Ascenders explode. And now there is a penalty.
There is a flag on this.
And it's offside.
An offside penalty against Clarkson North.
And I believe when I talked to Coach Bray pregame, he was saying that Holbrook only needed 20 or 30 yards to set the record, so we'll wait for the official announcement here on campus. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick sails through with 9 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Ascenders take a 7-0 lead. You are watching IMG Academy football.
Season receiving yards here at Casey Gunderson with 630 yards. Way to go, Junior.
Zenith is proud to be the official equipment partner of the IMG Academy football team. Zenith creates great fitting football products that deliver elevated performance and maximum value for athletes, coaches, and parents. For more information, visit Zenith, that's XENITH.com. Ascenders again with 9:09 remaining in the first, jump out to a 7-0 lead after the 40-yard bomb from Mason McHugh to John Holbrook. And they did make the announcement that Holbrook now holds the single season receiving record for an IMG Academy Ascender. So congrats to number 9 on the varsity white team, as that is 2 records that we have seen not just broken but shattered here on campus. As every catch that John Holbrook has for the remainder of the season will count towards that record, as will every pass that Mason McHugh completes. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Clarkson Football North from their own 20-yard line after the Cole Caba touchback. And that stout defensive line for IMG Academy. Looking at Christian Ingman, guys like Frenchie Mack. We've already mentioned Will Cuddy a few times. Thomas Mercer in the linebacker position wearing a club on his left hand. Already one of the more dangerous defenders in that secondary for IMG, and hopefully he doesn't have to use that club as a weapon. Now Muhammad drops. Nice pass into the short to Cameron Blaze, and down he goes.
By Mercer. And Wanzabal Alonso. A pickup of.
And Thomas Mercer and Wanzabal in on the tackle. And Clarkson had a couple of positive plays on their first drive before stalling out on a 3rd and short. And now it's 2nd and a long 3. Muhammad takes the snap. He'll keep it himself and gets into that 2nd level and is knocked down at the 36. So the first down for Clarkson football as they march closer to Ascender territory.
A pickup of 11 on the play. The ball at the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for Clarkson North.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left for the quarterback, Adrian Muhammad. The handoff is straight up the middle end. Not too much there, maybe a little less than a yard. And the down marker is going to stay right where it is. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Clarkson football.
No gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10.
Beautiful night. We mentioned 75 degrees, partly cloudy here in Bradenton. A slight breeze coming out of the east, blowing directly across the field towards your field of vision. Low snap from Muhammad. Now looking downfield, throws this one across. It is tipped up. And Will Cuddy was right there if that pass was indeed caught. And it is a good thing that that was not caught. That could have been a hurting on the intended receiver, O'Shea Maxwell. And this will be an official's timeout with 7:04. As Maxwell is down, we will step aside. You're watching IMG Academy football.
Do you really think the greatest of all time just came from nowhere? Of course not. Because everyone starts somewhere, and champions start here. Grown rep by rep, conditioned by pro-level coaches who have earned their stripes. Built in elite camps, training day after day. Drilled until second nature becomes first. Start at IMG Academy.
Under Armour is proud to outfit IMG Academy football in the world's most innovative footwear, uniforms, and training gear. Visit UA.com to see Under Armour's full range of performance apparel. If you want to buy any of the IMG branded apparel, go to www.shopimg.com, your official IMG Academy online retailer. One man in motion for Clarkson football. Pressure coming, and down he goes. Muhammad is sacked in the backfield. And a 4th down punting situation for Clarkson football North. And this will be a punting situation for Clarkson football. We'll see who busted off that edge there, and it was Mercer breaking through first. And you see that giant club on his left hand. It did not stop him from bringing down Adrian Muhammad and forcing the 4th down. Now Ascenders trying to block it. This one skied high. And it takes an Ascender bounce back into Clarkson football territory. And it will be downed at the Clarkson 47-yard line. So another short field for Mason McHugh and the Ascender offense. So 1st and 10 for IMG Academy. Now the snap, the handoff. Griffin Caldwell bounces to the outside. He's at the 40, 35, 30, and then finally shoved out of bounds inside the 20. And Griffin Caldwell on his second carry of the day gets another 20-plus yards on the ground and shortens the field for the Ascenders. And they spot it right on the 20, so 27 yards for Caldwell. Two receivers to the right, one to the left for Mason McHugh. Takes the snap. Just fires this one quickly into the flat for Colin Howard, who's into the end zone. Touchdown! Colin Howard from 20 yards out just takes that one very quickly and scampers into the end zone untouched. Just puts a little shimmy on the defender and is able to get into the end zone easily. And now Cole Caba with a chance to double the Ascender lead. Now the snap is low, and just throwing this one into the end zone. Grant Shepley, the holder, the snap was a little bit low, couldn't get it set up in time, so the Ascenders will have to settle for just 6 on that drive, but 13-0 after another strong defensive stance. Colin Howard putting the exclamation point on that drive. It is 13-0. You're watching IMG Academy football.
There's a fog out there, and it's calling you by name. It wants to wrap its whole self around you, make you forget who you are. But you won't forget. You've got to find your way through that fog, through the unknown. There's only one way.
Welcome back. Cole Caba on to try and get another touchback for the Ascenders. 13-0 to lead with 5:59 remaining in the first quarter. And fielded in the end zone. They will not be able to bring this out. And it will be a touchback, as we are so often seeing from Cole Caba. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of Clarkson Football North. There has not been a play in Ascender territory since IMG's first offensive drive. That was a 21-yard run from Griffin Caldwell, and ever since then, the ball has stayed in this half of the field, which is just a testament to how efficient the offense is and how strong the defense of this varsity white team actually is.
And you must wear a mask when in close proximity to others. Please continue to maintain social distancing of 6 feet between parties in your row. Wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use hand sanitizer. That was an official timeout for water.
That was our first water break of the evening, coming usually at the halfway point of each quarter. And the Ascender defense back onto the field. Now the snap, the handoff back up the middle. This one going to Brandon Ward, who will barrel forward close to the first down marker, but just shy.
And Ward is brought down by Max Baltazar and Chris O'Hagru. A pickup of 9 at 2nd and 1.
Now the snap, they try to go right up the middle again, and this time looks like they may have gotten enough for the first down. Looks like the official's going to mark it at the 31, and they will get the first down.
Gets it across to the 31-yard line, so this will be a 1st and 10 for Clarkson North.
First and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Muhammad sends a man in motion and then back into the slot for Dane Hurley. And now the ball is on the ground. Muhammad able to scoop it back up, but that is going to be a loss on the play. And back in the wrong direction for Clarkson Football North.
There's a loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Now they'll go to shotgun. Split out 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 in tight to the left. And a timeout will be taken by Clarkson Football North. We will take it with them. 13-0 with just over 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. You're watching IMG Academy Football.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Therabody is proud to be an official recovery partner of IMG Academy. Therabody offers an ecosystem of percussive therapy and pneumatic compression products and solutions that help our student athletes perform better, recover faster, and manage pain. Muhammad with the pump fake now takes it himself and will take the slide just shy of the 40. They'll credit him with the 39, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2, so a heads-up play by Adrian Muhammad. That little shoulder fake was able to make the Ascender defender bite on the pass, and instead it turns into a significant gain for Clarkson. So 3rd and 2. Looking to keep this drive going and try to get back into this game and chisel away at that 2-score deficit. Now Muhammad, the snap does not get back to him, and he is quickly brought down in the backfield. Will Cuddy yet again breaking through the line. And another tackle for loss will bring up a punting situation, and Clarkson football just the unlucky break as they were so close to getting another first down and keeping this drive alive. And Tarver will be back to receive. Now the snap is back, and this boot will go end over end and will give Tarver a chance to receive it. He fields it at the 27, trying to shed one tackler, and still on his feet. His forward progress is stopped. We'll see what gets him there. I believe that was Jared Zhao.
Tarver on the return brought down by Noel and Shane Key.
So 1st and 10, the first play back in Ascender territory since IMG Academy's first play from scrimmage. Ball spotted at their 30. Three receivers to the left of Mason McHugh. He'll send one man in motion. That is Lucas Voza. And now Griffin Caldwell breaks upfield, trying to get back into Clarkson territory. He'll step out right around the 50-yard line as he is averaging right around 20 yards a carry so far. And they will spot the ball at the Clarkson 48. So 22 yards for Caldwell. You just see that offensive line just springing him free. Now 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. McHugh drops, has time. Looking for the deep ball. He's going to take it himself, does a little shoulder fake, and now just has to take the hit And he is brought down back in Ascender territory. The first negative play for IMG Academy this game.
Solano and Mezziati for Clarkson North. They lost on the play. There's flags also on the play.
And there are flags looking like possibly in the neighborhood of holding. Let's see what the call is. And it's unsportsmanlike conduct against IMG Academy. Didn't see really where that stemmed from.
This is a dead ball penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct against IMG.
And there's the hit on McHugh. So the ball was spotted at the 48, and they will move it all the way back to the 34.
To the Ascender 34-yard line.
So the line to gain right now is the 38. So 2nd and 28 for the Ascenders. And if any team in the country has a play in the playbook for 2nd and 28, it is IMG Academy. Now McHugh takes the snap. The handoff. Caldwell just firing up the middle. And that'll bring up 3rd and long. They'll spot this at the 43, so a gain of 9. And hard to believe that that will actually bring his per carry total down, as he was averaging 20-plus yards on his first 3 carries. Now 3rd and a little more manageable for IMG. Now McHugh just dumps the screen off, has Tarver. And another flag in the neighborhood of holding, and this will bring them to the 45-yard line. We'll see what the penalty is. And again, if you're Clarkson,
This is a holding penalty against IMG.
It might sound ridiculous, but you'd almost be more inclined to decline the penalty and give them a 4th down and 8, knowing they might actually punt and have to get them off the field. Now you give them, and one of the most high-powered offenses in the state of Florida, another play. So 3rd and 31 from the 31-yard line of Clarkson, or from IMG Academy's 31. Not a lot of deep secondary and coverage for Clarkson football. McHugh's going to go to the air. He's got the arm to get there, but now he's got a lot of space. He's at the 40. Stiff arms 1, gets up to the 45, and that's where this will stall, and we might see the IMG Academy punting unit for the first time today as Clarkson football's defense stands strong. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Again, I can't remember the last time we saw the IMG varsity white team punt. We'll see if they opt to burn a timeout here and then send the punting unit on. There is 10 seconds left on the play clock, but I think head coach Kyle Bray knows what his team is capable of, and there was a little bit of contact, and Josh Tarver wants the flag, and there is one that comes in late. And a personal foul against IMG after the play, so this is going to shorten the field significantly.
This is a dead ball personal foul penalty against IMG.
With 16.9 seconds remaining in the quarter. So 15 free yards, and this will be Clarkson football's first play from Ascender territory.
That's first and 10 at the IMG 30-yard line.
And the momentum from Clarkson football sideline trying to pump up their team. Muhammad has trips split out to his right. One receiver in tight to the left. The snap is high and wrapped up by Juan Zabal. And also Chris Conti in on the tackle. And Brandon Ward can't get anything going downhill. That'll bring up 2nd and 12. And that will be the end of the first quarter after 12 minutes of play. The Ascenders lead at 13-0 over Clarkson Football North. You are watching IMG Academy Football.
And that brings us to the end.
You can't succeed by yourself. You need teammates, coaches, support. You need the right tools to give you that extra edge. That's what Theragun is to me. It's the perfect enhancement to my game. To jump a little bit farther, to run that little bit faster, to reach a little bit higher. Before, during, and after my workouts. I'm DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm a Therabody athlete.
Welcome back. The Ascenders now, after their first tackle for loss on 1st and 10, looking to keep Clarkson football out of the end zone. Muhammad drops, firing. It is tipped and it is caught. Brought down in bounds. A nice hit on the receiver, Dane Hurley. Will bring up 3rd and long. Jimmy Athens laying the hurt down. And a trainer coming out. And there you see the catch, and then Jimmy Athens, just the beautiful form tackle. And it looks like the ball came loose, so it was incomplete, even though the referee had signaled to keep winding the clock. 11:47 remaining. So that'll bring up 3rd and 12. And for Clarkson Football North, this is probably 4-down territory, where if they do get to 4th down, they're probably going to go for it. This is the closest they have been to IMG's end zone all night. So they'll split out 3 receivers to the right. Lone target out to the left. Ward on the left hip pocket. Now a little play action. This one just bouncing off the numbers.
Muhammad's pass incomplete, intended for Maxwell.
And that was intended for O'Shea Maxwell. And just bouncing right off of his chest protector on the shoulder pads. And that'll bring up 4th down. And it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. You see, and Muhammad had that tucked in there tight. So they'll spread Blaze Cameron and Maxwell, O'Shea Maxwell out to the left. Now Muhammad, pressure coming off the left edge, and down he goes! Will Cuddy in there again, as well as Frenchie Mack. And that will be a turnover on downs. The Ascenders will get the ball back.
This will bring up a 4th down.
There is a penalty.
There is a flag on this play.
We'll see what it is. And it looks like it was an unsportsmanlike penalty against IMG, but it will be a Ascender ball.
Unsportsmanlike penalty against IMG.
And a little bit of confusion with the down marker. It should be First and 10 for the Ascender offense. And they will move them back. I believe that is to the 17-yard line of IMG. And talking about the IMG offense and the record that John Holbrook broke. Previous record held by Casey Gunderson was 630 receiving yards, so the single season mark now belongs to number 9 of IMG, John Holbrook. Now the snap. McHugh fires. Able to find Cam Silly.
Pass is complete to Cross.
And another first down for IMG.
This is a first and 10 IMG.
Now the snap to McHugh. Handoff, Griffin Caldwell bursts out of the backfield and dragging Clarkson football defenders into Clarkson territory.
That's Caldwell on the carry. Messiati with the stop for Clarkson North. Ball spotted at the Clarkson 43.
Bring it to the Clarkson 43. 18 yards for Caldwell. Already nearing that 100-yard mark.
Pass complete to Cross. Brought down by Hobson and Cameron. Ball at the 36-yard line. It's second and about 4.
Now McHugh, second and 4. Takes the snap. Little fake to Caldwell. Now looking up. Tarver wide open. Catches it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown Ascenders. Joshua Tarver absolutely burning the Clarkson football secondary and adds to the Ascender total. It's 19-0. Kaba on for the point after. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and this time it is good with 10:40 remaining in the second quarter. The Ascenders take a 20-0 lead over Clarkson Football North. You are watching IMG Academy Football.
Creating the fuel to get you there. Tested in the lab, proven on the field. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven fuel.
Welcome to the Bradenton area, where the easy pace of island life comes naturally in this coastal playground with endless white sand beaches, stunning natural preserves, relaxing vibes all around, and it's a seafood lover's paradise. Stay a while to explore downtown Bradenton with top-rated attractions and a friendly community set along the Bradenton Riverwalk. Come lose yourself in the sun-drenched Gulf Coast of Florida and change your reality in the Bradenton area. Learn more at BradentonGulfIslands.com.
Welcome back. Ascender special team back on the field. Cole Kaba looking to get another touchback, as we are so accustomed to seeing him do. And this one, the first time we'll have a chance to see the kick return unit for Clarkson football, and a flag coming in.
The lawyer returns it out to about the Clarkson 19-yard line.
And it's an illegal block in the back. So this will be the longest field that Clarkson football has had of the night.
This is a holding penalty against Clarkson North. Brings the ball back to their 9-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. Muhammad in shotgun. Takes the snap. Trying to go up the middle again and brought down. And that is one of the other clubbed linebackers for IMG Academy, Jay Coyne.
Pickup of a couple, 2nd down.
Now the snap. Muhammad looking. Fires across the middle. It is dropped. Will Cuddy would have been there to bring him down, but O'Shea Maxwell. And his 2nd consecutive drop after being targeted. Now on 3rd and 7, Muhammad drops. Just a little sidearm trying to get enough for the 1st down, and they'll fall short. And the IMG defense, again, keeping that donut on the scoreboard. And the punting unit for Clarkson football will come out.
This will bring up a 4th down for Clarkson North.
And it looks like it will be Colin Howard with returning duties for the Ascenders. On 4th and 4. And it looks like Clarkson football will take a timeout. For athletes who move the game forward, we're creating the fuel to get you there. Tested in the lab, proven on the field. Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the proven sports fuel. 20-0 is the score, with the Ascenders leading over Clarkson football North. 9:01 remaining in the half. You're watching IMG Academy football.
That's xenith.com.
You ever have that day? You know, that day, that very moment, you got better.
And the snap is high. This one goes into the end zone, and just falling on it, it's going to be a safety. Sailing over the head. I believe that was Ben Wilson who's doing the punting duties and just could not wrap it up. Actually, it was Blaze Cameron, and again, he had an opportunity to pick it up and still possibly kick it away, as the Ascenders weren't bringing full-out pump block protection, and got a little nervous and just couldn't scoop it up, and it'll be 2 points for IMG. And they'll get the ball back on offense, so just extending their lead, so helping make up for that missed extra point attempt on the botched snap. And now just a mere footnote in this game. And the Ascenders lead 22-0. And there you see, trying to just drop it, and Juan's a ball. If he wanted to pick it up, Blaze Cameron would have felt a little bit of pain from number 45 from the IMG Ascenders, and very smart heads-up move, and pretty much what any punter is taught to do if you don't have full control of it. And now from kicking it from their own 20, going to give IMG a very short field on this one.
Cross and carry are deep for IMG.
And this one, they'll just bounce it. And it's fielded by Wanza Ball, who last year had some running back duties and loves to hit. And a nice return and a late flag coming in.
There is a flag at the end of this play.
We'll see what the penalty was, and hopefully not against the Ascenders, but here you see just that little squib to bounce up. They didn't want to get any of the big Ascender receivers running downfield. Little did they know that Wanza Ball is an absolute truck on offense and defense. And another personal foul against IMG Academy. So the great return by Wanza Ball nullified by another personal foul penalty. Something that I'm sure head coach Kyle Bray is going to address in the locker room at halftime.
Moves the ball back to the IMG 40-yard line. The Ascenders will have a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from their own 40. Again, Griffin Caldwell being the load back for IMG Academy. Saw earlier on the sideline Ian Barron with a brace on his arm. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sends Lucas Foza in motion. The hand is to Caldwell running off tackle right side. Trying to catch that edge and still barreling forward for about 7 yards on the play.
Brought down by Noel.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3 for IMG Academy.
7 on the play. It's 2nd and 3.
Now McHugh with 2 targets to his left, 1 to the right. Griffin Caldwell on his back left pocket. Takes the snap, the hand to Caldwell again, straight up the middle this time. Forces his way through down to the 45 of Clarkson football for another Ascender 1st down.
By Cameron and Jim Berry. All at the 45-yard line.
So 8 yards for Caldwell on that play. Then quickly back to the line of scrimmage. McHugh takes the snap. A little bit of a play action move has Colin Howard on that far right side as he works his way deeper downfield.
Colin Howard. Cameron with the tackle.
A gain of about 6 on the play. Will bring up 2nd and 4 for IMG Academy. On the Clarkson football 39. And for those of you watching back up in Ontario, if the Ascenders get to a 35-point lead at any point in the 1st half, the 2nd half will be a Florida High School Athletic Association mandated running clock. And speaking of running, there goes Griffin Caldwell, bounces off a 1-10-5. Touchdown! From 39 yards out, Griffin Caldwell gets over 100 yards and 6 points for IMG Academy. And here you see Howard in motion, and then Griffin Caldwell not afraid to run between the tackles, dances past that first level, and you're going to have to wrap him up if you want to bring him down. Jacob Randawa just trying to put a shoulder on him to knock him down and was unsuccessful. Now the snap, Shepley just has to get rid of it. It's fumbled and fallen on, so another little miscommunication and mishandle on the snap, and it will be no good. So 28-0 is the score, 7:05 remaining in the half. You are watching IMG Academy football. Located next to campus, the Legacy Hotel at IMG Academy is a contemporary boutique hotel with countless amenities and the Icon Eatery and Bar available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy ultimate convenience and proximity to campus, as well as local area attractions and top-rated beaches. Visit www.imglegacyhotel.com to reserve your stay. Another opportunity to be fielded for Clarkson football. Shedding one and has an opportunity. Cole Kaba is the one to beat, and a flag coming in all the way from the Ascender side of the field. So the celebration by Donovan Malloy and the Clarkson football sideline probably going to be coming back. And they'll drop that flag back on the 31, and you can see the Ascender coaches signaling, move on back. And it's not often that a return that far happens for an opposing team without there being some sort of flaggable offense. And from the 31, they are going to move it back.
Against Clarkson North. They'll bring the ball back to their 21-yard line. They'll have it there first and 10.
Clarkson will have it first and 10 from their own 21. And don't forget, tomorrow night the national team will be in action against this Clarkson Football North primary team. It's known as the provincial team. O'Shea Maxwell is stood up. Jimmy Athens with another big hit in the open field. And that will bring up second down as Athens gets credit for a tackle for loss, his second big hit of the night. Now Muhammad takes the snap, rolls to his right, running out of room and right into the arms of Juan Zabal.
Muhammad on the keeper, he is hit for a loss.
And Muhammad just absolutely nowhere to go.
Ball back at the 18-yard line. It's third and long.
A third and a long 13 for Clarkson Football North. The IMG defense still pitching that perfect shutout. Now Muhammad takes the snap, drops. Now firing across the middle, and it is caught, but it is going to be just shy of the first down marker, depending on where the spot is. And it looks like they are signaling first down, so a third down conversion and a beautiful throw from Adrian Mohammed to keep the drive alive. And this will be the FHSAA water break. We'll take it with them. You are watching IMG Academy football.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Now the snap. And Juan Zabal again with the wrap-up. Shuts down Jordan Parnell. But not before getting a nice chunk on first down. I'll bring up 2nd and 4 for Clarkson.
It's 2nd and 4. Officials timeout on the field for an injury.
And it looks like that might be Parnell down. The trainer will come out to take a look at him. Sender fans, don't forget you can get instant updates on your IMG Academy teams by socializing with us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow along at IMG Academy and at IMGA Football to interact. And again, if you can't make it to the game, thanks for tuning in at IMG Academy on Facebook or YouTube for the full live stream. Again, our next broadcast will be tomorrow night against Clarkson Football North's primary team right here at IMG Academy. Kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. Now that defensive line will look to stiffen up. Chris Oagwu and Frenchie Mack, the anchors in the middle. One man in motion. Jimmy Athens is tracking him. They'll try to run up the middle and stuffed. Donovan Malloy is absolutely clobbered at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Frenchie Mack.
And they'll credit Frenchie Mack with that tackle.
Ball at the 35-yard line. It's third down.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 6. Take a look, they just tried that quick little run right up the middle and absolutely stuffed Frenchie Mack and Will Cuddy. And now the ball is loose. Muhammad now having to find a little bailout, and he'll just throw this out of bounds. And again, the shotgun snaps are absolutely killing Clarkson when they can't get them on target. And now 4th down in a punting situation. So 4th and long, another great defensive stance by IMG Academy. Now the hard count, they try to get 5 free yards. They don't bite. Now this punt sails high. And getting away from the poison, it'll be 1st and 10 for IMG Academy back on their own 24-yard line. Michael Saunders and Company, founded in 1976, is the Gulf Coast's leading residential real estate company and is proud to be the official real estate and relocation services sponsor of IMG Academy. Providing a full-service real estate experience, our team of professionals will guide you through the intricacies of buying and selling a home, as well as providing a deep knowledge of the area and many great places to live. For more information, visit michaelsaunders.com. So 1st and 10. Now they try a little sweep to Colin Howard, still on his feet, shakes one tackle. Cuts upfield at the 30, he's got some space and then brought down. Gets up to the 37-yard line.
Randawa on the stop for Clarkson. The ball spotted at the 37-yard line.
13 yards on the technical reception for Colin Howard. Brings up 1st and 10 from their own 37. IMG takes the snap, and now Griffin Caldwell is going to look to find some space. Cuts upfield at the 40, shakes one tackle, lowers his shoulder and gets up to about the 43. And they're going to need a trainer yet again, as Griffin Caldwell just lowered his shoulder. And I believe that is who the down player is, was the one attempting to tackle Griffin Caldwell. And we'll take a look, and Caldwell just lowers his shoulder. And that is a prime example of why you don't lead with your helmet. Blaze Cameron looks to be a little shaken up. we will hope he is okay, walking on his own power. But definitely got his bell rung. Now, second and long, 3 for IMG with 3:16 to go. 2 receivers to each side for Mason McHugh. They'll hold off a little bit at the line of scrimmage. Now McHugh awaits the snap. Takes the snap, play action to Caldwell, looking for the deep ball. Instead, knocks the helmet off. I believe that is Cam Silly. And we'll get some confirmation in the second half whether that is Cam Silly or Alex Cross. They're both wearing number 15.
Ball at the Clarkson 33-yard line, 1st and 10, IMG.
So 1st and 10. Mason McHugh rolling to his right. Seen him make some great throws on the run, and this one is caught and into the end zone. Touchdown, Ascenders. Are you kidding me? Eduardo Jolly on the pass, slightly behind him, comes and just picks that one away from the Clarkson football defender and then walks into the end zone for 6 points. Now the snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up from Cole Kaba, and with 2:39 remaining in the half, the kick is good. The Ascenders lead at 35-0. You are watching IMG Academy football.
This is your game. You live it, breathe it, dream it. And so do we. We design it, test it, build it, and repeat. This is what you live for. Zenith. Live your game.
And Noel are deep for Clarkson North.
The 1st and 10. If Clarkson leaves the first half scoreless, there will be a running clock in the second half, and a beautiful form tackle, Chazarico, on the special teams coverage.
Donovan returns it to about the 20-yard line.
That'll be 1st and 10 for IMG.
They spotted at the 21. Clarkson North will have it there. 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 21-yard line of Clarkson football. Now whistle coming in, and it will be a timeout For Clarkson Football North, we will take this time to thank some of our other sponsors. Again, IMG would like to thank the following proud sponsors of IMG Academy Athletics: Academy Bus, Airweave, Bradenton Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, Careware, Coach Now, Dunlop, Folly Bryant, Gatorade and the Gatorade Sports Science Institute, Guided Knowledge, Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, Kitman Labs, Quick Goal, Legacy Hotel at IMG Academy, Michael Saunders and Company, Musco, NCSA, Select, SOM Sleep, Tandem Construction, Therabody, Under Armour, Win Reality, and Zenith. Thank you again for your continued support of all IMG Academy sports programs. And not just one of the top football programs in the nation, but basketball, baseball, soccer, lacrosse, golf, tennis, track and field, soccer, and expanding with every day. Muhammad now takes it himself, and he is wrapped up in the backfield for a sack.
Muhammad on the keeper. He's brought down by Coyne and Brewers.
Carter Brewers and Jay Coyne getting credit for the tackle on that one as the clock continues to wind down in the first half. And you see Coyne just gets his outstretched arm, and also Chris Conti in on the tackle as well. Keep an eye on O'Shea Maxwell to the near side. The target hugging the sideline for Adrian Muhammad. They will try to score again. IMG will get the ball in the second half. Instead, Clarkson football just keeps it on the ground and keeps the clock moving.
Ward on the carry, brought down by McKee
And IMG Academy did win the toss and chose to defer to the second half.
Check that Mercer. It is third down.
And Christian Engman, Frenchie Mack, Chris Conti, all lined up on that defensive line. Senders showing pressure. Now Muhammad, the handoff right up the middle and quickly cut down.
Ward up the middle.
And a timeout is called by IMG. They want to add on with 42.8 seconds to go in the half. It originally looked like Clarkson football might be walking off the field and content with taking this game into half, but IMG still with an opportunity to score in the first half. We'll step aside with the injured player. You're watching IMG Academy football.
You can't succeed by yourself. You need teammates, coaches, support. You need the right tools to give you that extra edge. That's what Theragun is to me. It's the perfect enhancement to my game. To jump a little bit farther, to run that little bit faster, to reach a little bit higher. Before, during, and after my workouts. I'm DeAndre Hopkins, and I'm a Therabody athlete.
Welcome back. The Senders 35-0, 42.8 seconds to go. Punting situation for Clarkson Football North. Now the snap gets back, and it is a low direct kick and an opportunity for Colin Howard. He fields it at the 45, has some space to the 40, 35, 30, cuts back stays on his feet and is brought down, and the Ascenders will have a chance to tack on one more with 29.3 seconds remaining. Excellent return by number 11, Colin Howard. So the short field, they'll start at the Clarkson 18.
Ball is spotted at the Clarkson 18-yard line. First and 10, IMG. A 38-yard punt return by Colin Howard.
And now McHugh with Griffin Caldwell on his left hip. Takes the snap, they're going to go to the air. McHugh, plenty of time to throw, and now firing into the end zone, wide open! Griffin Caldwell from the running back position finds himself all alone in the end zone for the Ascender touchdown. As we take a look again, Mason McHugh with all the time in the world, this offensive line not letting anything get by, and McHugh just lobs it up, and absolutely nobody within 10 yards of him. Griffin Caldwell, the well-earned celebration, and you saw in the replay the record setter John Holbrook taking some excitement in that score as well. And an encroachment penalty against Clarkson Football North.
Offside penalty against Clarkson North.
Now Kaba lines up. Snap is back, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good with 22 seconds remaining in the first half. The Ascenders have jumped out to a 42-0 lead here in the first half. You are watching IMG Academy football. $42-0 after Mason McHugh's fourth touchdown pass to his fourth different receiver. Started out with John Holbrook on a 40-yarder, Colin Howard on a 20-yarder, then Tarver with a long touchdown through the air, and then Griffin Caldwell adding to his rushing total with a receiving touchdown. Caldwell also had a 39-yard rushing touchdown in the first half. And then Eduardo Jolly also getting a nice touchdown reception from Mason McHugh. So 4 touchdowns in the first half alone. A correction, that is 5 passing touchdowns for Mason McHugh. Just an absolutely outstanding performance. And again, we mentioned it pregame. Every completion that Mason McHugh has for positive yards sets the new IMG single season passing mark for an IMG Academy quarterback. A field that has graced such names as Kellen Mond, Shea Patterson, DeAndre Francois, current quarterbacks Art Sitkowski, and also J.J. McCarthy, currently waiting in the wings at the University of Michigan. 4.6 seconds now remain in the first half. This will probably be the final play. We'll see if they let Adrian Muhammad let loose. One man in motion for Clarkson football. The snap takes a while to get to Muhammad, and he's destroyed in the backfield. Incomplete pass, and that is how the half will end. It looked like Muhammad was lining one up to heave it downfield, but absolutely getting destroyed before he can get rid of it. They'll rule it an incomplete pass. And busting through, that was number 97, Chris Owagwu, ending the half with an exclamation point. We'll step aside for about 20 minutes and have second half action. You are watching IMG Academy football. The score, IMG 42, Clarkson football North 0. Welcome back to IMG Academy Stadium. Ryan Sudol getting ready to start the second half with you here in Bradenton, Florida. We'll recap the scoring for you from the first half. The Ascenders leading 42-0. Of course, it was John Holbrook getting it started from Mason McHugh. A 40-yard receiving touchdown made it 7-0. Then Colin Howard on a little screen pass made it 20 yards into the end zone, made it 13-0 after the missed snap that did not allow them to get the PAT off. And then Josh Tarver would add a receiving touchdown to make it 20-0. That came early in the second quarter, and then a safety gave the Ascenders two free points after the botched snap on a punt attempt from Clarkson football. And then coming right back the other way would be Griffin Caldwell on the ground for 39 yards, making it 28-0. And then Eduardo Jolly would help make it 35-0. And then finally at the end, Griffin Caldwell adding an 18-yard touchdown catch wide open in the end zone, making it 42-0, which means for this second half we will have the running clock here in Bradenton. And our next broadcast of IMG Academy football will be tomorrow night, kickoff at 7 o'clock, as the IMG Academy National Ascenders will look to take on this Clarkson Football North's first team. This that you are watching now, their second team, the provincial team roster. And they will go toe-to-toe against currently the number 2 team in the nation, the IMG Academy Ascenders, who have not lost a game since October of 2019. And in my 7 years of broadcasting IMG Academy football, that was only one of 2 losses that the national program has faced. Yeah, and Adrian Muhammad took a nasty hit to end the first half on Clarkson football's last play. So to begin the second half, it will be IMG Academy. I believe that is Josh Carey and Cam Silly. This will bounce. Carey will field it at the 10-yard line. Backtracking and now has space. Carey into that second level. Makes one miss. He's into Clarkson territory and then finally brought down by Blaze Cameron.
That's Carey with the return. Carey is brought down by Cameron.
So for the Ascenders, it'll be 1st and 10 from the Clarkson 46. 44 yards on the play for Josh Carey.
Return for Carey. IMG has it 1st and 10 at the Clarkson 46-yard line.
Now the pass, the new IMG Academy quarterback. It's actually still Mason McHugh in there. Carey, after the nice return, will get the first completion.
At the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 IMG.
So 12 yards for Josh Carey on the reception. And it is still Mason McHugh in at quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. And Jimmy Athens will now get some tailback practice. And now they'll run the little jet sweep to Carey. Carey will sneak upfield down to about the 25-yard line. So a gain of 9.
Brought down by Liam St. John. And also Cameron. It is pickup of 9, 2nd and 1.
Out to the near side, that is Chazarico. A couple different receiver looks here to begin the second half. And this one sailing high and over the hands of Tommy Cusick. Just gets away from Mason McHugh a little bit, and it'll bring up 3rd and short.
It will be 3rd and 1.
Now McHugh with the snap on 3rd and short. The hand will be to Jimmy Athens, who will get enough for the first down. And they will move the chains.
Give is to Athens. Athens up the middle for a couple, brought down by Salerno and Pote.
Now 1st and 10, ball spotted at the Clarkson 23-yard line.
10 for IMG. Ball at the 24-yard line of Clarkson.
Now the snap, McHugh, the handoff. It's a play action. They'll go to Lucas Voza. Tries to cut upfield at the 20, is cut down. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6 for IMG.
A pickup of about 5. It is 2nd and 5.
Now McHugh takes the snap, fires out into the flat, and a gain of about 3 or 4 on the play. And that is Sam Gilchrist, one of the standouts on the varsity blue team, getting the call up with White tonight.
Ball spotted at the Clarkson 15-yard line.
And again, Sam Gilchrist, his claim to fame on the first play of IMG's Varsity Blues inaugural game. He had a kickoff return. It was the only score for the Ascenders in that game against Cardinal Mooney, but the first play for Varsity Blue will always be remembered as the Sam Gilchrist very long kickoff return for a touchdown. Now McHugh awaits the snap. Drops back, has some time throwing. Little end zone touchdown. And it is complete. He finds Kobe Mendez. Mendez a few weeks ago had a phenomenal catch. And there he adds another touchdown to his season total. And Mason McHugh with his 6th passing touchdown of the night. And again, in very similar fashion, last touchdown he had was in double coverage. And a good candidate for You Got Mossed on Sunday football shows. And now IMG will get charged with a timeout. It looks like they're bringing on Patrick Kane for the point after duties, and just a
Fans, tonight is Teacher Appreciation Night. Let's give a round
quick
of
timeout.
applause for
Not sure what the confusion was on the field.
Each player was able to invite people of their choice to the game this evening.
And it is 48-0, 6:28 remaining. Again, the clock will only stop for coaches' timeouts as well as the water break midway through each of the 3rd and 4th quarters. And now Patrick Kane will come on for the point after. Snap is back, the hold is down, and Patrick Kane's kick is up and good. So with 6:20 and counting remaining in the 3rd quarter, the Ascenders take a 49-0 lead over Clarkson Football North. You're watching IMG Academy Football.
There's a fog out there, and it's calling you by name. It wants to wrap its whole self around you, make you forget who you are. But you won't forget. You've got to find your way through that fog, through the unknown. There's only one way.
This is your game.
And it will be Patrick Kane off the tee. Senders with that 49-0 lead. Again, with the FHSAA mandated running clock in the second half. This one will move a bit quicker than usual. Although this score line, no stranger for the IMG Varsity White team. Now the return and now an opportunity. Patrick Kane's the only one to beat, and Patrick Kane gets the tackle. Blaze Cameron had one man to beat, and he can't get around the Ascenders kicker, and that's going to get some high fives on the sideline for number 29 for IMG Academy for sure. There you can see Patrick Kane running to the sideline and getting some celebrations. That first one coming from Griffin Caldwell. As we take a look here, Blaze Cameron was going to be off to the races. And then just one man to beat, and what a perfect form tackle from Patrick Kane. And he is hyped up, as is his teammates. So the Ascender defense looking to keep that 0 on the scoreboard. 4:49 remaining. Now the snap, they'll throw this one out into the flat. And it is Blaze Cameron again. Has to be chased down from behind. And finally brought down by Juan Zabal, one of the team captains for tonight.
Spotted at the IMG 31-yard line. It's a first and
So 1st and 10 from the Ascender 31. Muhammad sends Cameron in motion. They'll try to run this one. Getting right side, and again it's Juan Zabal standing him up. Maybe about a yard or two past the line of scrimmage, but there is no getting around number 45 for the IMG defense.
Ball spotted at the 29-yard line.
Can hear the wind still whipping across the field, cutting down a little bit of the passing game. Probably gusting anywhere from 15 to 20 miles an hour directly across the field from the far sideline to the near sideline. And now a timeout is called. This one will be for Clarkson football. We will take it with them. 49-0 with 3:17 remaining. You're watching IMG Academy football.
Welcome to the Bradenton area, where the easy pace of island life comes naturally in this coastal playground with endless white sand beaches, stunning natural preserves, relaxing vibes all around, and it's a seafood lover's paradise. Stay a while to explore downtown Bradenton with top-rated attractions and a friendly community set along the Bradenton Riverwalk. Come lose yourself in the sun-drenched Gulf Coast of Florida and change your reality in the Bradenton area. Learn more at BradentonGulfIslands.com.
Welcome back. 2nd down and 8 yards to go for Clarkson football North. One man in motion. The snap goes over the head of Muhammad. Now pressure coming. He's got to do something to keep the play alive. He's going to get positive yards. And again, that has been an issue for Clarkson football all night. In the shotgun snaps to Adrian Muhammad, it has caused more than a few conflicts for the offense.
This is 3rd and 5 now for Clarkson from the 26-yard line.
3rd and a long 4 for Clarkson football North. Ball spotted at the 26-yard line of IMG. They're looking to keep the shutout and keep Clarkson out of the end zone. Clock will start back up and then quickly stop, and it's a delay of game. Definitely what you don't want to have happen coming out of a timeout.
Still third down.
Again, just having some trouble getting the plays in on time. Now the snap again, having trouble. Gets away from the arm of Jay Coyne. This time it's going to be for a loss, and it's fourth down. And they're going to have to go for it. Too close to punt. Probably just a little too far for a field goal.
All spotted at the 30, 40-yard line. This will bring up a fourth down.
And now this may be an opportunity for Clarkson. We've seen a couple of times where they'd go in a standard shotgun formation and just have the quarterback with a little pooch kick to try to pin the Ascenders back. And we'll see if that's what they go for here. Coyne going to switch over to the right side, and now some confusion on the defensive line, and now looking deep, and it is just over the head of Ronan Johansson, and it will be a turnover on downs, and the Ascender offense will come back onto the field with 60 seconds to get this play off in the third quarter.
All spotted at the 30, 40-yard line.
And it looks like this might be Axel Ferry coming in to play quarterback. He's had some impressive plays for the varsity squad, and now Ferry will hand up the middle. And that is Evan Martinez. And Axel Ferry, just a freshman here at IMG Academy.
Martinez's forward progress will get him bumped back to the line of scrimmage. Second down.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. So with 12 minutes to play, the score is IMG Academy 49, Clarkson football North 0. We'll step aside and have the final 12 minutes, the fourth quarter coming up next. You're watching IMG Academy football.
On my get back, copper bag slow. You would never see that. Use the trap dough.
Welcome back. Axel Ferry and Evan Martinez anchor your backfield for IMG Academy. Two receivers to the right, one to the left for Axel Ferry. Hard count trying to draw Clarkson offside. Does not go. 2nd and 10 for IMG. Now the snap. Ferry looking downfield. Has a man. It's Josh Carey, and just a little bit over his head and incomplete. But Axel Ferry is a freshman throwing a nice deep ball. You like to see that from your underclassmen. All right, Ferry. They'll switch it up, two receivers to the left. They'll put one in motion. That quick jet sweep to Josh Carey trying to get that edge. Cuts up field, and they blow it dead about the 40-yard line, and that'll bring up fourth down. And another downed player for Clarkson football.
And we have an official's timeout on the field.
And it looks like it might just be a cramp that they're going to have to stretch out. And it looks like the Ascenders will be calling for the punt unit for the first time tonight. That will come with 11:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. And it is Cole Kaba. Kaba almost always automatic from the PATs will get his first punt in of the game. And Kaba with the boot. This one sails over the head of the Clarkson return man, and this one will bounce all the way into the end zone. I don't think anybody saw that coming. It'll be out for the touchback.
Cole Kaba with the punt that travels into the end zone. Clarkson will have it 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
It'll be 1st and 10, the clock ticking. Just a little more than 10 minutes remaining in this game. The Ascenders, again, came into this game averaging just a little over 40 points a game and allowing right around 4.5 points a game. So outscoring opponents 41-5 on average. And if you took out the touchdowns scored against their backups that come often late in the games and blowouts like this, probably be even more than that. Is nice tackle by Noah Francis as well as Logan Aiello.
Pick up a 5 at 2nd and 5.
And now the player for Clarkson, and they're going to have to stop the clock again. Another down player. And the Ascenders will retreat to the sideline.
This is an official's timeout on the field.
Can't see exactly which player is hunched over. And getting up, it is Blaze Cameron, who has been the victim of some nasty hits, has also done some of the nasty hitting. But he has been on the field on both sides of the ball and has been a force. But again, against a team as deep as IMG, all those hits can add up. So we hope Blaze Cameron is okay. So 2nd and 5 for Clarkson Football North. Snap is high. Looks like we may have a new quarterback in as well. Looks like this is Nick Jokic. And the handoff gets to...
It was number 30 on the carry, brought down by Aiello.
And we don't have number 30 on our roster. Believe that might be Tyson Noel Charles, listed as number 31 on the roster we were provided from Clarkson Football. Now we'll probably have one more water break after a play or two coming up. Now the snap. Dropping, fires across the middle, has an open receiver. It's Dane Hurley, who is wrapped up about the 38-yard line. And good for the Clarkson first down.
Andres Salinas with the tackle for IMG. This is a 1st and 10 for Clarkson at their own 38-yard line.
Now one man in motion. Snap is high. We'll hand off to Again, believe that's Tyson Noel Charles.
30 with the carry. Douglas Peterson and Taylor Falele.
And now 2nd and 7.
It is 2nd down from the 40-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line of Clarkson. And the clock continues to wind. 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Now the snap. Brought down just on the other side of the 40. It'll be another 3rd and long for Clarkson Football North, but still manageable.
Stop for the Ascenders. Ball at the 42-yard line of Clarkson. It is 3rd and 6.
Three receivers left, one to the right. Snap slow, getting back to the quarterback. Pressure coming. Running for his life. Going to try and keep it himself, and not a wise choice. And that is Yuta Shimo getting the stop, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And Nick Jokic had a lot of space, but Yuta Shimo very quick to recover and stop that play before it could get started. And we'll probably, after this play, have our final water break of the evening. Then possibly the final Ascender drive. And now the snap back. Jokic, pressure coming, and he is going to be wrapped up and finally brought down. Ryan Daly busting through and getting the sack.
Back in the backfield by Ryan Daly, number 83, and the Ascenders will have it 1st and 10. At the Clarkson 33-yard line.
There you see Daly just getting a handful of jersey just straight through the defensive line. And that will give the Ascenders a turnover on downs. And with 5:18 remaining, it will be our final water break here in Bradenton. You're watching IMG Academy Football.
Welcome to the Bradenton area, where the easy pace of island life comes naturally in this coastal playground with endless white sand beaches, stunning natural preserves, relaxing vibes all around, and it's a seafood lover's paradise. Stay a while to explore downtown Bradenton with top-rated attractions and a friendly community set along the Bradenton Riverwalk. Come lose yourself in the sun-drenched Gulf Coast of Florida and change your reality in the Bradenton area. Learn more at BradentonGulfIslands.com.
So 1st and 10, short field for IMG Academy. Now Ferry takes the snap, play action. He's going to keep it himself. Makes one miss and goes forward, and now 2 flags coming in. And now the whistle finally blows.
And the scrum will end at about the 28-yard line.
And they'll iron this penalty out. Chop block against IMG. It looked like there may have been offsetting penalties.
This is a low block penalty against Clarkson North.
It looks like the penalty went against Clarkson. And it'll move the Ascenders all the way up to the looks like the 13-yard line. Axel Ferry has Martinez on his left hip. Gilchrist in motion. They'll run that jet sweep. Gilchrist has one to beat, and he's unable to get around to the edge.
That is Gilchrist.
And credit numbers.
Taken down by Salerno.
Looks like that's number 10, Christian Salerno.
Ball spotted back at the 15-yard line.
So a loss of 2 on the play for Gilchrist, and if he could have cut up, that would have been 6 easily for him. James Olsen now checking into the slot. Now the snap. Ferry, ball is on the ground. And it looks like Clarkson football will have it.
There's a fumble in the backfield.
One official signaled that it would be Clarkson ball, but it was Axel Ferry that came out of the pile with it. And here, let's take a look again, and just on the exchange, didn't look like the running back was necessarily anticipating having to keep that.
And Clarkson is awarded the football.
And it will, in fact, be Clarkson football. With 2 minutes and 30 seconds, this will probably be the last drive of the game and their last chance to put points up on the board.
We appreciate your cooperation in helping keep our stadium clean. Also, as a reminder, all parents and friends, there will be no one allowed on the field following the end of the game. Athletes will need to cross the track on the mat and meet with their families at the northeast corner of the stadium by the Gatorade tent. Thank you.
Now the snap, back for Jokic. Rolling to his left, fires a ball deep downfield, and it is tipped. Excellent coverage, Yuta Shimo. Able to track that one through the air and prevent it from being caught by Dane Hurley.
Bring up a second down.
Now Jokic with 2 to his left, 1 to his right. Play action, looking to keep it himself. Tries to get that outside edge and quickly coming down and trying to get out of bounds, but would not have mattered. Jokic is brought down, and there will be a timeout called by Clarkson Football North with 1:05 to go. The Ascenders still leading 49-0. And IMG and the Varsity White Ascenders 65 seconds away from a varsity program at IMG's first perfect regular season, looking to go 9-0. And with the varsity program just a little under half a decade old, this would be a significant accomplishment. This is the first year they've had 2 varsity teams. This is the Varsity White, then also the Varsity Blue team in their inaugural year, but head coach Kyle Bray boosting this Varsity White program to another level here in the state of Florida. Finally starting to also garner some national recognition, along with the national team currently ranked number 2 in the United States. Now Jokic takes the snap, play action, rolling to his right. Aiello putting a spy on him, and now firing this for all he's worth, and Andres Salinas almost getting the interception. And it'll bring up 4th down. This will probably be the last play of the game. Ball will be spotted at the 24-yard line of Clarkson football. And there is about a 2-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. So if Clarkson wanted to, they could just walk off the field right now, but I think they may take one last heave to try to put something on the scoreboard. And they're still in the huddle, and it looks like that may be how it ends. And they will not run another play. And they will call a timeout. Looks like they called a timeout with 1 second left.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? IMG's varsity football team has gone undefeated during the regular
And they're sending everybody back to the sideline. Clarkson wanted one more play.
9-0 record. Way to go, Ascenders.
So there was a timeout called. I don't know exactly what Clarkson was necessarily trying to accomplish, besides probably trying to get maybe one last play, maybe some kind of trickeration on this final play. So there will be 2 seconds left on the clock. And this will be the final play of the game. Now Jokic, they try the hook and ladder and they get the pitch off, but quickly cut down is O'Shea Maxwell. And for the first time in IMG Academy history, their varsity program finishes the regular season 9-0. We get ready for the Sunshine State Independent Association playoffs, which start next week. The Ascenders will have a first-round bye, and their first game will be in the semifinals 2 weeks from now, with the possible championship taking place on the 27th of November for Varsity White. This started back on August 26th, a 47-0 win over Bradenton Christian. And then the following week, West Oaks Academy, 45-0. 45-8 win over Bishop Verot. A 28-0 win over American Heritage and Delray Beach. 34-14 over American Collegiate Academy in Clearwater. 31-6 victory over Calvary Christian. 42-8 win over Eagle's Angels Christian Academy, and a 49-0 win over Ambassadors Christian Academy. And they put the cherry on top this week against Clarkson Football North, another 49-0 shutout. 9-0, a perfect season so far for the IMG Academy Varsity White Ascenders. Also the receiving record for a single season set this game by John Holbrook, breaking the previous record set by Gunderson of 630 yards. John Holbrook adding a few to that as well tonight. Again, want to thank everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned to the IMG Academy social channels to find out when they will be playing in that Sunshine State Independent Association in their quest for their first ever Florida State Championship. For everyone here at IMG Academy, my name is Ryan Sudol saying so long from the Suncoast.